Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so we're going to look at whether Harry has indeed been having an affair. Meghan's found out via the text and it's with a blonde woman. Okay, so for those that are newbies, even in the last 12-18 months, I did predict this 2 years ago, and it was when Meghan went home early, and I got that they'd had a massive row in front of all the staff as well during the Invictus Games. So I don't know whether it was somewhere like Canada, Australia. I think it was wherever it was 2 years ago. But I got that they'd met for rehab. So we're going to see. Okay, we'll see. Right, let's have a look then. Was my prediction about Harry, Meghan, a blonde-haired woman, and Texan fighting 2 years ago, was that correct? Four of Swords, someone call a doctor. That could be for me. Only joking. Illness. Illness, call a doctor. Rehab. Was it rehab? Yes. Absolutely. He was wanting to go forward. So it was after the Invictus Games. Harry disappeared for around 6 to 8 weeks. There was no mention of him. And I got that he'd checked himself in, maybe even for 3 weeks actually, but he checked himself into a rehab, and he'd either met a member of staff or it was another person. And I remember at the time, because of a lot of you came back and went, oh, that's not professional about the staff, and also an addict shouldn't be with another addict, which I absolutely agree. And as this continued then, because a short while after Meghan did something, so I'm just saying it so the universe can hear me, a short time after of those readings, basically I got that the woman called it off because Meghan was just, full on with the internet, Instagram and all like that. And funnily enough, around that time is when she starts having to gear up and do other projects like As Ever. Did this happen just after the Queen's death? Yes or no? Because I only want to know if it happened afterwards. It happened afterwards. So that would have been a time where, Harry's gone all inconsolable over her grandmother passing away. Apparently that he loved very dearly, sent him over the edge. I don't think so. I do not think so whatsoever. But I don't think maybe something's gone on after the funeral, because I keep seeing her wearing either navy blue or black and the fake tear. How did Meghan feel at the time? Oh, she wanted to take him down. She probably feared about her titles. Did she fear about losing a title at the time? Yes. And if you notice, that's why she kept going round and instilling the idea to everybody, HRH, Duchess of Sussex. There was, a lot more emphasis on that. Now, 3 or 4 years ago, Lily had just been born. Now, that's another thing that was mentioned, that Lily was born in Colorado. Well, it's funny that, because on a Dare to Ask, a few of you asked me about another YouTuber and to confirm whether it was yes or no. Well, I don't like doing that at all, but anyway, I did ask for myself, and I got that was true. How does so I got that, yeah, when Meghan was kicking off and doing all these I don't know whether it was actually Valentine's Day or something, there was loads of love in it, you know, she went back right on the offensive, left Harry at Invictus days, Invictus, and then left there, went straight back home, made out she was doing something with the kids, and then rolling all these things, you know, coming out with, oh, I love you, he loves me so much, and all this lot. So I kind of feel like that put her off. Let's ask about the woman. So how does the woman feel about Harry? Well, that she's going to be accused of ruining other people's lives, you know, the mistress. Why did she cut him off the first time when I said it, okay? Why did she cut him off then? Why did she end the relationship? Oh, don't tell me she's a good mistress and turned around and said to Harry, oh, you've got children, you know, you've got a wife. You'll stay with her for now. No, I think she gave up on Harry because she wasn't going to get what she wanted straight away. Plus, as well, with all these things going on with Meghan saying, oh, he loves me so much, and, you know, saying things like that, it just, she wouldn't have known whether Harry was telling the truth or not, whether he was exaggerating, whether he had any intentions of leaving Meghan at that point. And I do feel at that point he did, because he'd been in a bubble with this person. And I'm talking about the rehab girl, okay, whether it's staff or not. So he was in a bubble there. I'm thinking 6 weeks, not 3. And then, of course, when you come to the outside world and try and make things work, it obviously doesn't. How did Harry feel when this woman dumped him the first time? Called it off? Yeah, gave up, walked away, took a break for a bit, tried to make things work with Meghan. Is this why Meghan went full on trying to do As Ever products? Yeah, she wanted to be, you know, sustainable. Universe, do you feel sorry for Meghan? No. No, save your energy, don't get involved. Not to do with them. It's saying to us as well, you know, save your energy, don't get involved, because obviously the universe knows something we don't. Okay, so what now then? That it's been announced Harry's a cheat, just like his dad got a mistress as well. Oh, are they going to have Meghan bumped off? Is that how they're going to try and, you know, fix this? Are they going to fix it in the future so that the parallels of Diana and Harry and Charles, are they going to try and repeat that? Oh, I've got serious a situation that's been going on a long time. Okay, so that's Harry with his girlfriend meeting at rehab. Does this other, I've got a feeling this other woman is quite famous, but is alleged to be seeing somebody else. Is that true? No, okay. True, she's not seeing somebody else. Blonde. That must be an insult to Meghan. Now, I know Charlie Boy has been asking his son for the last couple of years to tell the truth. Okay, so was Lilibet indeed, you know, is it true that Lily was born by a surrogate in Colorado and then transferred on to the owners? Still trying to find their way. Is it true? Well, they're trying to find a way to deal with it. What will be revealed about Lilibet and Surrogate? I'm getting delayed or postponed here. Lilibet will be in the files of the visa that people want records to. I mean, it's gone from just yes or no, did he declare drugs or not, to like a full-on, you know, FOI request. Freedom of information. So I don't know how it got from that to that. Still trying to find a way, and then we've got delays here. Is the king leaking this stuff? No, I'm getting a fallout from an organisation. Is this coming out because of the information regarding Harry's visa? Hold back tight, hold back tight. Well, when you hold something back, you can only hold it for so long. You don't make it disappear. You just suppress it. Is this because of the Daily Mail taking revenge? Well, they have been reckless, but these are all connected. So an organisation that's in dispute, holding it back, and then recklessness and judgment being impaired as well. The current way of thinking. Oh, by the way, if any of you remember me saying these things, can you just let me know in the comments? I know it was 2 years ago, but none of us would forget a reading like that, would we? Look at that, that's real bad. Every single one is reversed. And that's where we get to Lily. I mean, we all know she was born by a surrogate, you know, there's no doubt about it. And I don't know why I actually didn't get a mention either. But I do know that, you know, well, we all know where I heard about it from, so. But, you know, what I will say is it lacked detail, it lacked true emotion. What is Harry hiding? That he's happy. And that, you know, he wants all this out. So does Harry want all this out? All the truth about the kids and Meghan and his affair? Does he want it out? Yeah, it's been done deliberately. It has been done deliberately. So is this coming from Harry himself? Absolutely. He's doing it himself, okay? So he wants us to know we're happy. He's deliberately doing this and stirring up mischief. And then, obviously, he's doing it of his own accord, you know? He's doing it voluntary. Does Harry, you know, want to run off to the sunset in Africa with his new missus? Losing more than you gain. Well, he's got a few things to clear up first. No, I don't think he will go to Africa. I told you before, I see him in California. I've always said this with 2 kids, but I didn't see Meghan. Will Meghan die early with the children so young in the parallels of Diana? No, I see her to right till the day she dies that she don't give up. She won't let Harry escape this. How does Harry feel about Meghan? Divorce lawyers. How does Meghan feel about Harry? Again, losing more than she gains, and she's also extremely bothered about these titles. Will she lose a title? Well, she believes she should have them. I don't get anything's been decided yet. Do you know what? I'm not sure if this has all come out in a rush. Has all this come out in a rush, universe? Yes. It's probably what he went to see his family about. How does the king feel about this news? Well, I'm not sure if it's a risk assessment, but it bloody is some kind of assessment, you know, to see NDAs and all like that, and money. Well, she seems to be quite calm about it. How does Meghan see the other woman? Well, that's usually Meghan's card. So maybe not as funny as she is, not as clever, not as sharp, you know. Bit odd, really, isn't it? You know, you'd think I ain't seen no tears here. Is Meghan heartbroken? No, it's like she's moved on. So is Meghan seen somebody as well? No, she'll wait till for this battle called a divorce. She wants to keep her titles. Will the king allow Harry? How does William see Harry at the moment then with this news? Well, I'm getting that he's very happy. Does William feel relief? I'll believe it when I see it. That's the kind of thing I get. I'll believe it when I see it. Okay, let's have a look then, because I'm not entirely convinced, even though I know I've said it before. Just seems a bit convenient. Did Harry and Meghan cook up a plan to say he's had an affair so he can come back to the UK? Did they cook up a plan? So I've got messages, travel, young person. How does it's to spread the word? He's been doing this. It's Harry that's leaking. Oh, I told you it would be humiliating. I think we all thought it was something else when I said he'd been leaking to the press. Right, so for Harry then and this cheating business, how's it going to look to the public for him? Well, he might have picked a good one. But she's definitely somebody we know, somebody famous. How does Meghan see this woman? That she's a reason for the divorce. Listen, I'm not seeing anything from Meghan or Harry really, you know, that is upset about this or in trauma at all. It's as if, you know, they've both known for a few years. Is this story about Harry and Meghan genuine? Pointless, save your energy, don't get involved. Maybe they've just lost interest in each other, but I don't know. I need to rule out this. Was Harry and Meghan in a psyop sent by either the king or government? Well, I do see a partnership there. But I think it's more like what they came up with together. Is that right? That they came up with these things together? Yeah, dreamed them all up. Dreamed them all up. Okay. So what happens next then for Harry? Is they know Beth about the children? There'll be some cock and bull story. Oh, everybody knows about his horse injury or whatever it was. Do you know what? Sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. And I'm, you know, I ain't really convinced. I don't know. I'm on about the motives, okay? So I believe what's been said is going to be true. How does Meghan feel about, you know, it being revealed that they used a surrogate? That's the right thing to do. Because I just get you have to do it before somebody else does. Why isn't Meghan? So why isn't Meghan miserable? Well, maybe they're both relieved, you know, that it can come out now. Because obviously if you bring in the kids into it and they don't look like Meghan, it's the right thing to do for the children. Because there'll be loads of comments. Is that right? Yes. How will we feel about Meghan after this? That she was in a false sense of security. You know, so there'll be loads of, oh, well, you know, Harry had this chance, she had that chance, they had that chance, they could have done it this way, that way, every way. I think a lot of people are more concerned with the surrogacy, surrogacies, because Archie obviously is adopted. Because the UK don't recognise surrogates here. Oh, I don't know. Okay. How accurate was this reading? Stuff I'm not supposed to know. Stuff that's been held back. Stuff that we don't know yet. So there's more to come. More to come on all this. Now, I did wonder if Katy Perry was actually Harry's flame. Let's have a look. Is she? No. Well, that's good because she's with that Justin Trudeau. Is he with her like a pop star? Competing interest. Rehabilitation, 6 weeks. Did Harry meet this woman at Invictus? No. Did he meet her in rehab? And I keep getting a yes. Absolutely. So it could be somebody who's related to somebody that's in there. Obviously not Harry, but it could be, you know, a visitor that comes in. I don't know. Was Harry and Meghan's love affair ever true? Yes. Yes, it was. They only needed each other, apparently. But I don't think it was his choice to announce it in the first place. We all know she had to say this, that and the other. So did Harry find out then that Meghan couldn't have children at all and had lied? I think so. Oh my God, I don't know what else to ask really. I find it shocking. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Is it Adele, Harry's girlfriend? So the devil card again, being your own worst enemy. Oh, I don't get good things there with Adele, you know. So maybe she's dyed her hair blonde, I don't know. Was Adele involved in this? No. I'm getting unhealthy. Well, that it was unhealthy. Just in a rehab. Okay, right. This all seems a bit rushed in a week to me. So when the Queen died, was Meghan waiting for Harry's money from the Queen? Is that what held things off? Well, it caused a bit of tension. I bet it did. So I'm going to do a separate reading on the future for these two. I really wanted to know what's going on here. So how did the King feel when Harry told him what's going on? He offered to help. But for what reason does Harry feel the need to tell about the children? Because he don't want Meghan doing it. Yeah, because things have not gone the way he thought. So you got broken plans all over the place. You've got his visa, which has stuff on it and will come out. You've got the, you know, do the press know about this? Yeah, they're breathing down his neck. Yeah, they're seeing what others can't. There's a blanket ban on them at the moment, but that's not going to last either. And then you've got Meghan herself. Well, Harry's girlfriend. So that's how the king feels. And William seems happy as well. Does William want to welcome Meghan back into the fold? No, not Meghan. Does William want Harry back into the fold? I suppose when you witness your brother being exposed, you know, for having an affair, for the children as well, and don't forget the in-between miscarriages that she allegedly had, that he would have believed. You know, I suppose when you start reeling all that off and more comes out and more comes out, and then he'll see how Harry, you know, gets like a lot of abuse from the press, and how the visa ban and how censorship and all that shite, you know, it's all going to come on top for Harry. So it would be hard not to have a little bit of pity for him, you know. Yeah, he did it all on himself, but that's why you're going through something. That's why, you know, when Harry's causing all his trouble, all his tension, you know, all this back and forth. Where I can see that William will feel like he's got everything thrown back at him, you know. And so I do feel pity from William. You know, it's like if you was, if it was your brother and you were saying, I told you this, I told you that, and you can see how much he's changed and had his head turned, and, you know, how petrified he looks half the time and paranoid and everything, and his court losses and his visa stuff coming up. You know, when it all goes Pete tongue, that would give me some satisfaction, and then it would allow me a way back. It'd be different than before, but it'd allow me a way back, I suppose, because I'm not that kind of nasty person. So is all this genuine then, universe? That's what I really want to know. That's what we want to know. Is all this pretty genuine? No, I'm getting, look, we've got the devil 3 times in this reading, so not everything's as it seems at all. I can't get to the bottom of it, whether it's a psyop, whether it's this, whether it's that. But I do feel like all the time somebody's unhealthy as well. I'm getting somebody's unhealthy. Is that right? That I'm picking up on somebody in this reading who has got something unhealthy? It happens, but it doesn't happen that way. Is this because the king... Is this because Harry believes the king doesn't have much time left? No, it's to do it first so that you don't have to look bad. Is Harry coming out with all this and admitting the truth? Because the press are onto him. Absolutely. I think that's more to do with it. And their visa, I still keep getting their governments. What was the true reason Harry and Meghan needed to see the king? to discuss the children. And what was discussed about the children? A woman? No, that's not Megan. Was divorce terms discussed? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now this woman I keep getting is Harry's girlfriend. Is it Harry's girlfriend? No. So that's definitely looking like, talking like divorce and contracts and agreements. Clarify this about the woman. Who's the Queen of Pentacles to Harry? Someone who wants to write about him. Has Harry announced this then? Is he leaking it deliberately so that other reporters don't? Absolutely. Absolutely. So is he doing this for his girlfriend? No, he's doing it for his kids. He's doing it because it all kicks off around the home. Okay, right, anyway, let's have a look then. Outcome for Harry in this. A sneaky one there. Yeah, going to upset a lot of people. Don't think he's going to cope too well at all over the next few weeks. Outcome for Megan, please. Yeah, you're not going to hear much from her. Maybe she's getting a tardy son. Did the King bribe her? Absolutely. What's she done? 7 years? Is it 7 years? I'm getting 7. Outcome for the King. Oh, he thinks stick with it, do what he does, you know, and everything will come right for his son. For his son. Is Harry's breakdown with his father, you know, has most of that been truthful? Well, he ain't been, has he? And he ain't brought the kids before in person. But I do feel he's always been in touch with Harry. You wouldn't not. I think there's been delays. I don't know. I feel like the last 3 years have been pretty strenuous for them all. Okay, how will what's the outcome for William in this? Yeah, he don't trust at all, and I think he's going to be painted out as a bad guy. Oh, is Harry going to make out that William knew all along? He will try and do that. He will definitely try and do that. Outcome for Camilla in this then? I'm kind of getting knew it wouldn't last, but I'm also getting a false sense of security. So people could be worried, you know, that this is some kind of setup. Outcome for Catherine. Yeah, she's expecting him to pull a stunt as well. You know, I've always said with William and Catherine, they're like, they're the normal ones, you know. They're the normal ones. They wouldn't do that kind of shit to the kids. And I can't imagine that, you know, King Charles being a father, when his kids lost his mum, is going to allow or send Harry out into the wilderness, the other side of the world, and keep him there just to mess about with election censorship and our government either. I just, you know, I find that difficult to reconcile. However, I do believe Meghan has been able to do all those things and knew what she was doing. Was Harry a willing idiot? Well, yeah, he's childish and he doesn't know now. A bit green around the ears, easily persuaded. I think he's more considered about their children, to be fair. Is Harry his girlfriend? A divorce? Meghan staying silent? The king trying to bring him back? Is that all genuine, for genuine reasons? Absolutely. Wants to help Harry, you know, get back on track. Will Harry ever apologise to William? No. Because Harry will never agree that William was right. Okay, well, it looks like there's something in it, you know, so let me know if you can remember the reading I did. I can't remember where, I'm sure there was in Canada or somewhere. I don't know. She rushed home. I think she arrived early and rushed home. There was a right ruckus at that hotel. There was indeed. So, okie dokie, that's it from me. I was going to do 2 readings today. I may do. I'm looking at Andy Burnham tomorrow and the week ahead. I know I said he'll become Prime Minister, and it looks like he will. It's a bit late to cancel at the moment, but maybe there's a bit of a twist coming. And like I say, he doesn't actually start doing the job until September, apparently. I think they all break off this week. What a bloody mess. What a bloody mess. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. I'll be back soon with another reading. Bye now. Bye-bye.